meant to be kind of like this movie image of what it means to be a soldier.
The Pentagon spends roughly $2.4 billion per year on recruitment, $350 million of that on advertising alone. Recruiters are sent out to approximately 75% of all high schools nationwide. For many of those who enlist, the promise of up to $50,000 for college tuition is a significant enticement. Unfortunately, only about 16% of soldiers wind up receiving such assistance. Many of them receive nothing at all.
How about splicing into that, the U.S. soldier who comes back missing his right leg? How about splicing into that the U.S. soldier who gets shrapnel in his spine because he has inappropriate body armor? How about splicing into that the guy who's poisoned from depleted uranium munitions? I mean, let's splice that and then see how many people want to sign up for the Army of One.
Experience, explore, see the world. That's basically it. Get to do stuff like this. Not exactly like this, but
we're just here to do our job.
It's not like hardened, well-trained soldiers that are being sent over to Iraq right now. I mean, there's roughly 140,000 U.S. soldiers that we know about that are deployed in Iraq. Now, among those numbers include a tremendous number of Army reservists, include, thousands of soldiers that should not be deployed into a foreign combat zone. They're halfway through their training. And then they're being deployed into what's called a hot conflict.
We pick the vehicle randomly. There's no set numbers as to which vehicles will be pulled over. There's been a lot of weapons firing in the city of Baghdad, and we hope to eliminate by searching vehicles as they come through and take the weapons away from them.
Go! Go out, America! Go out, America! Go out! هاي البوش وهاي توني بلير. احنا نحكم بلدنا، خلي يرحلون. قصبهم قصابه اذا ما يطلع عندنا سلاح خير موجود. قصبهم قصابه هنا نقصبهم. هاي رساله لكل العالم وكل العرب وكل الخونه اللي خانوا العراق، من معارضه الى غيرهم الى جميع الاحزاب اللي جت من الخارج.
Even those people who were virulently opposed to Saddam Hussein, had personal or political problems with him, were adamant that they weren't going to accept foreign occupation. I would say that a majority of Iraqis wanted Saddam Hussein gone, but that same majority of Iraqis did not want him gone at the price of yet another massive attack by the United States. And the fact of the matter is that these young kids who are being sent over there are being told that they're going to be going into a situation where people view them as heroes. And it's simply not the case.
Little kids throwing rocks. Yeah, little kids throwing rocks. That's not too fun.
So what do you do when that happens?
They're not bad people, but they have the bad people out there.
And the ironic thing, or the telling thing, is that the people who most despise the U.S. occupation are the people who most despise Saddam Hussein.
Protests and demonstrations occur daily throughout Iraq over a variety of issues. Unemployment in Basra, the appointment of a former Ba'athist to a government job in Baghdad, and, most often, a simple and deep-felt antipathy towards foreign occupation. While it is encouraging to see that Iraqis are now free to voice their dissent, the level of anger directed towards occupation forces is a disturbing sign that the U.S. military may be in for a long and messy mission. In some cases, as with the village of Heat in central Iraq, things can take an especially violent turn and erupt into what can only be called guerrilla war.
The problem was that the American troops entered some houses in Heat district searching for arms. They wanted to disarm all the weapons here in Heat, and that what was the reaction of the people in Heat district to get revenge upon the American troops here, and they don't want any American person or troop to enter this city because it is a peaceful city and it is a peaceful town. At the end it was a battle between Heat people and the American troops, and at last the American in fact with a drone from Heat and went to another place outside the city. 3 people, little children, were injured and carried to the hospital.
تقدم تقدم.
Go out America! Go out America! Go out!
What you're looking at is the aftermath and the cleanup effort, which will probably go through the night, from what we call a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device. It's a fancy name for a car bomb. It looks like it was a fairly large car bomb. At this point, in terms of casualties, we think there were about 15 people killed, a mix of Westerners and Iraqis, and about 40 people injured. Immediately following the explosion, there was a very rapid response from the Iraqi fire department, the local Farada fire department, who we've worked with in the past, and they've been incredibly courageous and incredibly cooperative with us. Also, the Iraqi police were here, and also a squad led by Sergeant Callan showed up here very early. That building you're looking at behind you was a home for 10 people, and we're still digging those people out.
What's your understanding of why someone would bomb this building?
This building, that building?
Yeah.
Lebanon?
Mm-hmm. Why?
I don't know, maybe some American boy inside. I don't know. Maybe I think that.
I'm going to keep on going. Okay. 10 people lived in this house. You know, the best way I can explain it is it's like a plumber. When the toilet gets clogged, not everybody can do it. You know, it's your job, it's what you do. I mean, it's the best way I know to help people. You know?
Does it bother you that Bush lied about the weapons of mass destruction?
Well, I look at it this way. You know, our purpose is a whole lot different than what he wanted. You know what I mean? Whether he finds what he wants or not, we still, you know, I mean, it sucks that we came down here for that reason, or, you know, even if it wasn't for that reason, whatever, you know.
A lot of people are very upset about the American occupation.
Yeah.
It's hard to figure out exactly what the end game is.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I totally agree. You know, one way or another, I imagine it's about money.
These kids are running around and they're facing guerrilla warfare from people who have lived in this desert climate for thousands of years and have fought these kinds of wars. These soldiers who are over there right now are surrounded by desert. And those deserts are going to become the killing fields. This isn't paintball that they're playing over there. These are real bullets, and these are real people who hate the fact that their country's being occupied.
The strain that the occupation is placing on U.S. soldiers is difficult to measure. We do know